All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers.
Mike on the side. 5-4. Mike 5-4. I got it. Shifts, lady.
They begin with a run by Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Faking the give, Darnold. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Hey, Echo. Get him. Mike 55.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And complete, right side to Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Let's go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Red 80. Say. Red 80. Check that.
They run. Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Blue down. Red 80.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey, Alpha. 55 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will start their initial drive at their own 20-yard line. They'll run here with the former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, turn it up. Waiting. Check nine. Slam. Waiting. Check 3. Check. Check 4. No. Off.
A toss to Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
24-yard line.
Time. Mike, 55. Hey, ready? 55. Mike. Larger job. Mike, 55. Smooth. That's the way. 55.
Play action. It's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Back north. 22 jet bombers.
From the 27, Rodgers. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, box truck, box truck.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Five. Come on, D. Mike's 59. Mike's set. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Yo, lady. Joker. Tight dog.
Off of play action, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch safety.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Darnold now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this 1st half, but he's got a 1st down here.
Watch the edge. Red 80. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Red 80. Rush in.
Back to the ground. Cook.
Alert 3.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Go side. 54. Red 80. 54. Oh, damn. Punt. Slam.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 20.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You better bring it. Check, lady. Hey, orbit.
Now Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Haywood. Check. Watch 54. Big stop.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Time. 55, Mike 55. You know, young lady, they're running it.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold. Shark's got it left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
55 mark.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoom. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, 80. Check 6 guys. Oh, 80. Come on, switch it. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Better bring it.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Taking a shot for Samuel. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and 2, Rodgers, throw left side complete. It's Bell. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, exit. Mike, 55. Red 80. 55. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Here's Darnold. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 16 yards, a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Man, Eddie. Watch the whip.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
There we go. Slam. Man, Eddie. Check. Man, Eddie. Watch twitch.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. So after the INT, it's Rodgers going for it all. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Edelman was the intended target, and now it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Go. Walk 54. It's a party now.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
To Switzer over the middle. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ryan Switzer, 97 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Under 10, under 10.
On first down, Cook. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Keep it up, keep it up. Switch.
Again, it's Cook. And an alley to run. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Let him know. Ladies, check 99. Check 99. Switch. Deuce. Hey, 80. Switch.
Darnold now to throw. This is caught. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They come out here in the eye.
Watch the slant. Check. Crunch. He's coming. He's going, young lady. Watch the safety creep. Check 26. Check 50.
They'll run for it with Cook. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Check 24. Check. Alert flare. Young lady. Begin. 49. Check 49.
Here we go now with Smith. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. To throw is Darnold. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
$258, 26, 50, 61, matchbox right.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
What tight end? 3 down, 3 down.
Now on second and 16. Rodgers, a screen to Bell. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll go again with Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run on first down. Bell, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From midfield now on second down. Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Bell, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the out. Hey, get 300, get 300.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Right there. 54. Hey, echo. 54, Mike. I'm going to
play action. It's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the lady.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Check the lady.
Faking the give, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football. Really a great game that we just saw, Charles. Interesting ending, that's for sure. You don't usually see a fumble on the final play of the game, but they were just trying to do whatever they could.